Hamas says the body of Israeli hostage Shiri Bibas appears to have been mixed with other human remains in the rubble following an Israeli airstrike. Now, the remarks come after Israel said one of the 4 bodies returned yesterday did not belong to Shiri following forensic tests. Now, Israel confirmed that the 3 other bodies returned on Thursday were Shiri's 2 sons, as well as 83-year-old Oded Lifshitz. Now, the handover was the first of its kind under the current truce. Hamas is set to release 6 more living captives tomorrow. Now, we want to stay with the story and get more from Giles Gibson, who's joining us live from Tel Aviv. Giles, first of all, will the development that this body of the hostage Shiri Bibas was sadly not released as agreed put into jeopardy what's already a very fragile ceasefire?
Well, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is saying that Hamas will, quote, pay the full price for this action of theirs, although it's not clear exactly what he means in terms of Israel's response. I think the next potential flashpoint is certainly going to be how that release of 6 more living hostages plays out on Saturday. Hamas has now published the names of the hostages who are set to be released, all 6 of them men. The big question really is what sort of condition are they going to be in? Will Hamas conduct some sort of a handover ceremony that's a bit more low-key than we've seen in some of the previous rounds after criticism from the Red Cross, which has been assisting in these exchanges? The Red Cross saying that they are concerned and unsatisfied about how Hamas has been conducting these handovers. And then looking forward to next week, that will see the final exchange of the first phase of this ceasefire agreement. 4 more bodies handed over by Hamas is what we're expecting to see. And then we'll be up to that number of 33 hostages released by Hamas as part of this first phase.
Yeah, Giles, meanwhile, we are also hearing of Arab leaders who are meeting in Saudi Arabia to try and find an alternative to President Donald Trump's Gaza proposal. Is this a structured, formal meeting, a significant meeting?
Well, it's pretty difficult, to be honest, to get a sense of who's even on the guest list for this meeting. We believe that it includes Egypt, Jordan, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, and of course the host Saudi Arabia, as well as potential involvement from representatives from the Palestinian Authority. What they're certainly looking to do is to firm up some sort of a plan that's been put forward by the Egyptians in terms of the future of Gaza before they meet for an emergency Arab League summit that's taking place on the 4th of March. They all have a pretty common aim in terms of really avoiding the displacement of Palestinians from Gaza once rebuilding gets underway, if or when that gets underway, really pushing back against what US President Donald Trump has suggested, that Palestinians could be forcibly removed from the Gaza Strip and taken to neighboring countries instead. But look, there are just so many open questions about this plan that they'll need to flesh out in the coming weeks. You know, who is going to put up the tens of billions of dollars that this plan would potentially cost? Who is going to govern the enclave once this plan potentially gets underway? Will Hamas and the Palestinian Authority accept sort of being sidelined, as has been suggested by some reports? All of those are really still open questions that need to be thrashed out, not just at this meeting, but at that Arab League summit as well.
All right, Owen, thank you so much, Giles, reporting live there from Tel Aviv. Giles Gibson.